You sent this video to me. We have to play it.
I sent you? Oh, Jesus.
If you think for 1 second that Zio hunting is ever going to end, it's never going to end because of stories like this. Read that headline. Israeli soldiers let a 4-month-old baby die at a gate that they refused to open with an ambulance waiting on the other side. This is the definition of crimes against humanity. That's what they're doing. It's deliberate. It is beyond inhumane. We say they're a death cult for a reason. And one of the biggest reasons why we haven't fully knocked their ideology out is that you unfortunately have too many bigots in the United States of America that see people with hijabs on their head and think that they're subhuman, that it is acceptable that they be killed because they're different. You know that they are probably the cleanest people alive.
We're not ending yet. We're giving you the premise to the end. Just hold on for a minute. Because this can't be the good note, right, Peter? Because I'm about to have a breakdown.
If it hurts you to look away, tough shit. Look at it. That's a dead baby. You could see the purple lips. You could see the cold white skin. And this is crimes against humanity. And they do this every day, and they've done this to hundreds of thousands of innocent children. And yet somehow we're still debating this. There is nothing to debate here.
This is why I would say to anybody suggesting that Graham Plattner step out of this, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Just remember.
You have a criminal charge to file against him. File your fucking criminal charge and let those chips fall where they may. In the meantime, shut the fuck up.
And on top of this, just remember, I want you to look at this baby and remember, Susan Collins, as a U.S. Senator, has basically done everything in her capacity to make sure that this goes on. Plattner said he's going to do everything in his capacity to stop it. But yet you think that there's a line here.
Well, there is a line, and the line is the sense that they're upset about and they believe a rape victim, which I do too. Let's say I do too. But you still have to give him his day in court. You still have to prove it. And in the meantime, these babies are fucking dying every day. I like, it's infuriating to no end.
Now, I'm going to show you somebody who comes from the land of Jen's old college days. This is on the streets of Boulder, Colorado. This is the type of person. What's the problem?
I don't know. It keeps saying that my computer, like my battery is dying, but I'm plugged in. So something is awry. Hold on. Just keep going. I'll put up my graphic, but this is not ideal.
All right. Here we go.
But yeah, go ahead.
0 years old.
Murdered by the IDF.
Excuse me?
Sir.
Watch again.
Murdered by the IDF.
Excuse me?
Sir.
Who deserves to die?
The babies that we're talking about. They deserve to die.
Who deserves to die?
What?
All that God sorted out.
What's your name, sir?
God. I'm Hashem.
What's your name?
Hashem.
What is your name?
Hashem.
You know you sound crazy, right?
And you're
So
not,
you want to?
You're not walking around with this?
Look, everyone around you wants to leave you because you just said that babies should be murdered.
That God sorted.
You just said that babies should be murdered, so you're gonna be famous.
I'm Jewish and I resent
I'm Jewish too. Why?
What is it about these pregnant men that always have an opinion about killing innocent
Don't get me
people?
started on the Don't get me started on the pregnant man situation. That's a whole other disgusting thing.
On top of everything else, he's got his fanny pack on. So you know he's definitely hip to be square.
Well, he
But
has to. It levels it out.
He's got more to
Yes, Medio.
Okay,
Hashem is God.
Why did Israel bomb a Catholic charity this week that was housing baby formula?
Why does ISIS hide behind?
What does ISIS have to do with Palestine?
What does ISIS have to do with Palestine?
Well, what did Iraq have to do with 9/11? But we see the precedent, right? Like, really, we're in a world now where facts don't matter. We just blame some brown people, and everyone goes, oh, okay. So
Okay.
we've already established that.
This is a 70-plus-year-old affluent Jewish man living in the comfortable suburbs of Boulder, Colorado.
I'm
who
so
doesn't-
sad. And by the way, for anybody, that's Pearl Street. And it used to be amazing and full of hippies playing hack and sack and head shops and stuff before there were like Starbucks and all the
Yeah,
other
but
shit.
then rich real estate developers decided to go in there and turn UC Boulder into an absolute shit show. And now you have
And it's
basically
CU Boulder. CU. CU.
Excuse my apologies.
What does ISIS have to do with Palestine?
Israel doesn't hide.
What are you talking about?
Trying to kill us.
Okay,
They're
what?
trying to kill us.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No. So why don't you take this off? Why don't you take this off?
No, asshole. We're trying to kill you.
Look, let me also explain something, even though this is a joke, because we say that he's pregnant. First of all, he has such back problems. Let me assure you that this guy lives a very uncomfortable life. So he already hates himself to begin with, probably. But when he says they're trying to kill us, can you please tell me when militias were going through the streets of Boulder and trying to kill Jews? I'm just curious when that happened or was planning to happen. Because
as a Jewish person who lived in Boulder for 4 years, I never noticed any sort of real issue there. You know, I felt pretty safe. So, you know, I don't know. And Pearl Street is in a very nice area. I mean, all of Boulder really is nice area. There is no place that is unsafe really anywhere there. So,
well, this is also the thing that you have to remember that we have been saying from the beginning, and we'll say it until the end of time. The overwhelming majority, maybe there's a few exceptions, but the overwhelming majority of Zionists, especially in the United States, are affluent, very economically comfortable people. These are not everyday people.
Again, this is a class issue. He doesn't feel safe. This guy standing on Pearl Street, and for anybody who knows, it with his fanny pack, he doesn't feel safe. Right? We're not going to bring back up the video of a 4-month-old that just got killed from Ziohel, but this fuck doesn't feel safe.
No.
How safe must one feel? Like, should we bubble wrap you? Maybe you just shouldn't leave your house. How about that? Because you're not going to survive this world.
Well, this is why we've often said that there is no negotiating with these people. There is
I just
none.
don't give a fuck if they feel safe or not.
I don't either.
I don't care.
But again,
I
we've
don't
said
care.
this before. Being comfortable is not a right.
No.
It's a privilege.
Ugh.
Look at Mayim Bialik. Same thing. You do not have the right to feel safe. It is a privilege.
Can I tell you that when I was, granted, it was a long time ago, people
10
would have
years.
laughed at that. Like, nobody feels unsafe in Boulder, and certainly not on Pearl Street in broad daylight. That's just, what is wrong?
He's got his pacifier.
That is passing.
What's your name, sir?
What's your name?
Eric Gross. What's your name?
Hashem. I'm Hashem.
What's your name?
Hashem.
You're a crazy person.
Yes, you're one of those guys who lives in grandma's basement and you're sitting quoting stuff like you think you know. You don't know nothing.
Okay.
What an elitist.
First of
You
all,
live
he
in
looks
your
like he's gonna
grandmother's basement.
First of all, he looks like he's trying to expose himself, which is equally more disgusting. With probably that tiny schmeckle that he's got between his legs. But remember this. When he talks about, you're probably one of those people living in your grandmama's basement, considering that this guy is in his 70s, which I think is fair to say, that means that he grew up in the 1950s. He grew up in the 1960s. So what does that mean? It means that he grew up in the strongest economic period in the history of this country. And as a result, he probably did not have to struggle very much to get where he was going to be. And that is somebody who, of course, also has no concept whatsoever of how far this country has fallen. Not that he gives a shit, but when he talks about you living in your grandma's basement, I'd like to see a guy like that grow up in an era like this today, because he wouldn't survive. Right place, right time.
You don't know nothing. Your mind has been warped. Israel took over.
Is committing genocide.
Israel took over land and gave them land, and it's still
No. They took over their land, expelled 750,000 of them, and then gave them part of it to stop the war.
Yeah, right, to stop the war
that Israel started. What do you think about Israel murdering 1,000 babies?
You know what? There'll be future terrorists. Kill them all.
Thank you.
Kill them.
I'm glad he's saying what he's saying, because in the end, this is how they all think.
No, his real name is most definitely not Hashem.
It's probably Larry Silverstein. He looks like a Larry Silverstein. What does he look like, Jen? If you had to guess his name, what would it be? Don't say Woody Allen.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just sad that this is Boulder. That's all. That's all I'm thinking. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, it feels like yesterday.
You had a lot of fun. Mehdi's always good with the quip. Yeah, he is a man bitch.
Here, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with, people. This is the epidemic. And before anybody gets on me, it's male or female. It is just like big dick energy can be female, same thing. This guy is a small person.
What you also have to remember, and we'll conclude on this note, what you have to remember about a guy like this is that if he was physically confronted, like truly physically confronted, he would fall like a sack of bricks.
Well, I mean, look, seriously. I mean, he wouldn't. The truth is, someone like that just calls the police.
Correct. He assaulted me. He assaulted me. You want to blow up a bunch of innocent babies. You would put your finger on the button if given the opportunity. And you're complaining about somebody knocking your old fucking teeth out? This is the thing about supremacist ideology. And that's gone on since the dawn of man. That's not a new thing. But this is how they think. They truly believe that they are ethnically, culturally, religiously, and socially superior to you and everybody else.